Hello again. A midweek win over Partick Thistle sent Aberdeen to the top of the Premier League on goal difference from Rangers and Motherwell. Yesterday, they entertained a Kilmarnock side that hadn't conceded a goal in more than 8 hours of competitive football. Kilmarnock keeper Bobby Geddes came to Pittodrie having kept a clean sheet for his last 5 matches. He was in no mood to let that record slip, saving Shearer's 15th minute free kick. Aberdeen were putting the Killie defence under considerable pressure, but a misplaced pass by Smith was gathered by McSkimming, who charged down the left. His cross was touched on by McSkimming, missed by Mitchell and McLeish, and thrashed over the top by Tom Brown. A good chance missed. 2 minutes later, Aberdeen went ahead. A long kick-out by Schnelders beat the Killie defence, and Joe Miller cleverly chipped the ball over Geddes. Route 1 to goal proving effective. 1-0 Aberdeen at the break. The Dons stepped things up in the second half, showing a hunger for more goals. Their endeavours were rewarded in the 57th minute when Joe Miller whipped in a cross from the right, which Duncan Shearer headed into the net. 2-0 Aberdeen and Shearer's 16th goal of the season. A minute later, Geddes was picking the ball out of the net again. Joe Miller sent Ian Jess away down the right. The striker looked up and played in a low cross which Lee Richardson whipped past the Killie keeper. Aberdeen were cruising towards victory now, and perhaps they relaxed a little, allowing Kilmarnock to exert some pressure, which brought them a consolation goal in the 84th minute. Williamson's cross pushed in at the far post by Skilling. The scoring was over, but not the talking points. 2 minutes from time, Bobby Williamson launched a vicious elbow attack on Brian Irvine. In a week when the evils of elbowing have been well debated, the assault by Williamson was all the more reprehensible. Irvine received treatment. Thankfully, the damage wasn't too serious. Referee Andrew Waddle had no hesitation in producing the red card, but the striker can expect further punishment to be forthcoming for his reckless action. Well, out of all that, no doubt about the big talking point. That elbowing incident up at Pittodrie, Bobby Williamson elbowing Brian Irvine. We've had a great number of calls on this subject today. Williamson, of course, red carded for it, and hardly surprising. Well, the first call is from William Geddes from Peterhead on that subject. You're through.
Hello.
Hello.
This elbowing has been in the media all week.
Yeah.
But the elbowing has been going on for years.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when I used to play, which was a while ago, refs used to told you to keep your arms down, or it was a free kick.
Right.
So that would cut out the elbowing.
That would cut it out, do you feel okay?
It only seems to have been blown up, but to cover up the Ferguson spitting, which doesn't matter if it was elbowed or foot he was.
No,
I agree with that.
I can assure you, sir, that there are certainly no cover-ups here. I think the cameras are certainly more sophisticated now, and they're picking up these incidents more and more. It's sometimes a difficult thing to detect, difficult for a referee, and I think the SFA really have to start looking at video evidence, accepting video evidence. But this was a shocking situation yesterday, and it was a lot worse than the Petric incident at Ibrox last week. I mean, he just flies in here, and that is unacceptable.
And it's not just something that we've highlighted recently. I remember a case with Colin O'Neill and Peter Grant a couple of seasons ago in a Celtic Motherwell game when Colin O'Neill got into trouble for elbowing Peter Grant in the face. But I mean, something like that will need to stop. But the elbowing thing, I mean, William Geddes, their caller, saying that keep your arms down, but that's impossible when you've say got a centre half and a centre forward, both going for the ball. It's inevitable the arms and elbows will be lifted, and you're going to get clashes, accidental clashes. But when you do something like Bobby Williamson done there, or Petric last week, a deliberate blow to the face, it's a very, very dangerous thing to do. It can leave a player with a serious injury.
Yes, indeed. Another caller, what were your thoughts, P?
Well, I think Motherwell have done particularly well in Kilmarnock, and I think we should salute those two clubs and their managers who are on very limited budgets. Aberdeen and Celtic, I think, have failed to cash in on Rangers' injury problems. They could have been well away by now in that respect, and I'm afraid to say that Dundee are going down.
OK, so from everyone in Scott Sport, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We'll leave you with the 3 teams who share the leadership of the Premier League. From us, bye for now.